You feel stuck. You've been in a difficult relationship. It wasn't healthy, but you can't get out of this feeling where you feel trapped sometimes as if there's nowhere to go and your body's reacting in ways that you've not experienced before. This is because when we feel fear, anxiety, or overwhelm, emotional overwhelm as well, no matter how competent or strong you are, the brain shuts down some of our functions and the part of our brain as well. And that's when we go into fight, flight, freeze form, whether you want to stay in control, whether there is no issues and you are actually safe, it will still do that. And we can sometimes feel intense fear and anxiety in situations where you normally wouldn't do. And that becomes an issue when you're working. You have to carry on in life and sometimes we have to pretend we're okay, even if there isn't, even if we are going through a difficult scenario. What I'm going to explain is the science behind this. And I'm going to give you 5 ways of getting control back of your body. So you don't have to feel like you're fighting this on a daily basis. And that way you can really start to get control back. It's like being pushed out of an aeroplane in a scenario that feels overwhelming. But instead of panicking, we're going to learn how to engage our parachute so that you feel more in control of your body and knowing how to respond. Make sure you do watch the full video. I'm going to give you 5 ways to to feel calm again. My name's Dr Amen Kaur, and my aim is to share all the information I wish I had during and soon after the difficult relationship that I went through. And if you want more information like this, please do subscribe and share with others that you might feel might benefit as well. Do you ever notice your body reacting in ways it never did before? I know I used to get so frustrated. And one time I was at the photocopier and I was feeling, why am I feeling fear over photocopying? This is ridiculous. And I will tell you a story about one of my clients. So it really puts it into perspective. We'll call her Sarah. She's successful. She's an absolutely beautiful person. If you met her, you would love her too. I can guarantee it. She's a director. She works with people. She's very kind. She's got a lot of empathy. She understands domestic abuse. She understands abuse. She would really struggle with panic attacks, and she couldn't feel like she had her body under control anymore. It was like her body was doing one thing, she wanted it to do another. She was in a relationship with someone who was abusive, and she found it really difficult. She knew she would potentially lose everything, her job, everything that she really cared about. But for what she was really struggling with was the trauma bond where she kept going back. And despite knowing everything, she knew it all, but she had so much guilt and shame around the situation. And that was triggering her nervous system where she felt completely out of control in this scenario, where she couldn't then make the right decisions for herself. And she had a lot of judgment around the whole thing. I'm a bad person because I keep going back to this person, even though I should know better. There was a lot of judgment. So the first thing was, we need to stop the judgment. Please, please, if you can. No judging yourself. And then really looking at how ways of calming your body. So if this is, you're relating to this in some way, if you want to feel calmer within your own body, you too, just like my client, she's now in control. She's doing incredible things now. She's educating people about trauma bonds. She's educating people about what happens to your body so you feel more in control. And she's not judging herself in the same way that she used to. And she's helping other people not judge either. So if this is something you're experiencing or you've been in a toxic relationship, just like me, you can start to feel calmer within your own body and start to feel more in control. So let's explore the science behind it. Okay, so your body has a natural response to fear, but we can counteract the response that goes into fight, flight, freeze, fawn. You don't have to just live with it and survive. First and foremost, if we're in an unsafe environment, your body will react to keep you safe. Okay. So it will go into fight, flight, freeze, fawn. That's just what happens. And if you've been in a toxic relationship or been living with a difficult person or dealing with difficulties over a long period of time, then that anxiety is not just manifested into your mind in terms of your thinking, which is another thing, but it's also very much manifested into your body. Okay. It's like you've absorbed all of this into your body. Now, there's a lot of things that we can do to help us get our body out of that fight, flight, freeze, fawn response so we feel a bit more in control. And then we can start to really, truly heal the trauma. If that's something you want to do, then do look into the resources section for more information. But in this video, we're going to cover 5 simple methods in helping you train your body to start calming down and start soothing that anxiety response if you have been in a difficult scenario for a long period of time. Now, so your body is wonderful, honestly. So you don't have to think about, I have to breathe. You don't have to think about, my heart needs to beat. You don't have to think about your blood pressure. You know, it basically does everything automatically. And that's called the autonomic nervous system. You don't have to do anything. But when we are in a stressful situation, our autonomic nervous system kicks on the flight, fight, freeze, fawn response, which is known as a sympathetic response. So imagine you're in a stressful situation. Your body loves you and sympathizes with everything that you're going through and is aware of everything you're going through and is trying to protect you. That's the automatic response that it has. And it automatically sends out cortisol and adrenaline into your system. This is done because you're feeling stressed. And it's okay to feel stressed when you're in a stressful scenario. And it increases our blood pressure, our breathing rate, and you might start to sweat, or you feel your stomach clench up, or your voice might start to shake, or you might start to shake. These are all physical manifestations of anxiety or fear or stress, or you might go red. That's how incredible your body is. But we've also got something called the parasympathetic response. We still have sympathy for you, but we're going to give you a parachute, para. And this is your body's natural way of slowing down, calming you down, giving you that safety and knowing that you are in control. So this is what it looks like. If your brain thinks you're in a difficult or dangerous situation, it will be like, or if you're having thoughts over and over again, or you're remembering what's happened to you in that difficult scenario over and over again, you might start believing that you're not worthy of love, or you have to struggle and survive and hope that this person's in a good mood today. You will automatically, because you don't know what they're going to be like, you will start to feel that stress. And when your body, say the reason why it's part of the body is when a tiger is attacking you in the jungle, this is a primitive part of the brain, is, it would go into fight, flight, freeze, fawn mode. And then it would, once it's resolved, once the tiger's gone away and you're safe, your body would switch on the parasympathetic response. Okay. And that is called the rest and digest. This is because your body starts to relax and transition from a fight, flight, freeze, fawn response to switching back on all your vital functions, your digestion, your immunity. It all switches back on and you can start functioning again. This is why, if you've been in a toxic relationship for a long period of time, you will find that it will have an impact on your body as well. Yeah, your immune system, your digestion, and you need to allow your body to relax, calm down, and give your body time to heal, because it just can't deal with that continuous stressful scenario. It's not Our body isn't designed to be continuously living in a stressful scenario. Now, I know that doesn't, if you've been living in a difficult relationship or a toxic relationship, your body isn't being allowed to feel safe. But we have to, if you are out of the relationship and now you're safe, we need to train ourselves to have moments of allowing our body to relax. Okay. So wherever you get a chance, you have to give yourself that time to heal and rest, so your body can calm itself down, so that you can be okay, allowing that parachute to come into place when you are okay. And in order for us to really know how to engage the parasympathetic system, we need to understand about the vagus nerve. It's the longest nerve, it's part of the autonomic nervous system, and it's really important. It does two really important things. It indicates to the brain, it sends a signal both ways, both directions, to your brain so that it can tell your body to calm down, but from your body to tell the brain to calm down. So it works both ways. So we can practice calming the body down, okay, so that we can get control back of our body in day-to-day life when you are safe, so you can get time to heal. So we can send a message along our vagus nerve from our body to our brain saying, hey, I am safe now. You can rest and you can switch off, so that I feel I can get rid of this stress and anxiety feeling, because that's hard to live with all the time, right? When you know you're safe and you're out of the toxic relationship, allow your body to calm and get rid of that, stop that cortisol and adrenaline pumping through your body, because it's really bad for you to be living like that all the time. So I'm going to give you 5 different steps, okay? Now, because the vagus nerve runs from your neck, one of the easiest things that you can do is add in to your daily routine gargling with water or a mouthwash, or it could be water and salt every single day. Gargle. And because what that does is it will calm your nervous system down. Okay. You're engaging that. So you're practicing that every day. The other thing you can do, the second thing you can do that's really simple and it's really important, I want you to go out and buy some candy or sweets or something that you can enable you to, suck on, so that you can then calm yourself down. Just say if you're in a meeting or you're out with friends and you're feeling a little bit nervous and you can feel it, that anxiety creeping in, is something you can do. It's just sucking on a sweet, and that will calm your system down. Okay. The third thing is, I want you to start singing or humming in the shower. Okay. Singing and humming, it really helps you calm down your breathing, and you're starting to practice calming your nervous system down every day again. Now, remember, the reason why I'm giving you all these techniques is because even if you're out of the relationship, you need to learn to calm your nervous system down, because it's been on high alert for so long. You need to retrain your body to do this, okay? Otherwise, you might find you have anxiety, panic attacks, and you can't move forward in your life the way you used to. Now, you can also start eating more probiotics if you're finding that you're struggling with the gut in particular. That can stimulate the vagus nerve in the gut. Fifth thing is really simple. You got 2 fingers and you rub the back of your ear up and down, up and down, up and down, and you'll start to feel calmer. Okay. You can do that, if you find you're in a stressful scenario as well. Now, something else I really want you to know is something called a vagal tone. So basically, that means that you want to practice. It's like going to the gym, right? You're toning up your muscles. We want to tone up our vagal tone. If you've got a good vagal tone, you generally have better health, you have better sugar regulation, better heart rate health, improved digestion, and you reduce your migraines. And most importantly, it allows you to improve your emotional stability and resilience so that if you're looking to get into therapy, you can start to really go deeper and start healing. Lower vagal tone is associated with mood instability, depression, PTSD, diabetes, chronic fatigue. We're so tired, we're so exhausted after a toxic relationship. It's cognitive impairment, inflammation as well. You might get sick a lot more. The other thing that I really want to share with you is deep breathing. Sometimes people find that they're smoking because it's helping them stay calm. Do not judge yourself for that. I know, obviously it has health risks, but learn to breathe, okay? Take a deep breath in for 4, hold for 4, and breathe out for 4. Just breathing and slowing down can increase your vagal tone and trigger a parasympathetic response. So practicing deep breathing, slow out breaths can really soothe that stress response. And you're training your body to be better at kicking the calming parasympathetic response when you need it. So that can be really helpful when you have anxiety disorders or complex PTSD. And before I go, there's a last and go into the last method, which is super simple and easy as well. If you are interested in a deeper therapy and you're ready to go in and release all of this trauma with practical methods after a difficult or toxic relationship, and you want to heal, let go in a loving way and move forward, you might benefit from the Heal to Thrive program. If you've invested in therapy, but you just can't find the right type of therapy, you're finding that actually it's not helping you in as quickly as you'd like it to. I have a 4-month intensive program. You can book in a free one-to-one session if you think you would benefit. It is important for you to be ready to invest because we don't want to keep talking about what you've been through and not healing it, because all we're doing is we're engaging the sympathetic nervous system and re-traumatizing you. You've got to really be ready to invest in therapy, to be kind to yourself and to be loving to yourself. So if that is something you're interested in, please do look at the Heal to Thrive program and book in a one-to-one. So the other thing that I wanted to go through is really looking at breathing. Okay, there's a 4-4-4. Okay, you go breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and breathe out for 4 and go, ah. Now, I know it sounds crazy going, ah, but it's good for you because it's your parasympathetic nervous system being engaged. Now, I see so many parents after drop off to school just going, there's really something in it. It's just releasing all the stress that you're feeling. If you have benefited from this, from knowing these skills, or if you think somebody else will benefit from this, please do share this. And thank you so much for watching. I am so in awe of your commitment to heal. Honestly, I am. You're doing something about it, and that's great. Sending you so much love.